So last sort of, well, no, there's two little things. One last little question, so if we can do it quite quick because we're kind of running on a little bit now. I wanna lose my belly, my iron belly, and I realised that through working out, I'm losing it in different places. Like people have said, my chest looks a bit smaller than it did. My face. Hate it when people say, "Oh, you lost weight in your face." Like, what about my ass? I want my ass to get smaller. I've noticed that my legs are getting a little bit sort of like slimmer and stuff. But this is like the bane of my existence, and these. The bane of my existence.
It's all diet.
Is it diet? So, because I'm doing a lot more sit-ups to try and sort of build the core and there.
Alright, so with your sit-ups, obviously that's gonna like, it's like anything like bicep curls, like bench press, like just crunches, like all that, like raises, all that stuff. That's all gonna benefit. That's gonna make it stronger. But the only way for you to see it is by eating a lot healthier. So you've got to eat like a lot of
veggies, and
like a lot of veggies, like and like healthy fats. So like just like eat like unsalted nuts and stuff, like all your vegetables, like all that stuff, and then like that's when you just see it run off. Because obviously like everyone's always like, even for me, like I don't have abs like that are visible, but they are there because it's like it's just underneath the layers of fat. But the only way for it to show is like just by eating clean.
So you eat clean, reduce your calories, and then that forces the muscles, I guess, to burn the fat for you.
Yeah, essentially. So obviously, like you don't have to worry about it. You just include like weight training and like cardio training, like in every session you do. So you've got like that down to the T. It's just literally diet.
Yeah.
So obviously, the more you like, you go on runs or do your training, like biking it, that's all gonna help burn your fat. Because like obviously you need to do like a lot of cardio as well to burn it. Like you can't just eat healthy. Because obviously like if you eat healthy, obviously it's gonna help you lose the weight, but it's gonna just turn like really thin and like loose flab. So obviously you want to tone it up as well by training and stuff. So
right.
I'd say you've definitely got your exercise on point.
Yeah.
I just say you need to like maybe what you were saying before. You have like a massive load of pasta. Maybe have like...
It was brown pasta, it was wholemeal pasta. I don't know if that makes any difference.
Pasta's pasta.
Oh, right.
So, like, just say, like, I don't know, maybe say if you've got, like, the amount for 2 people, just have the amount for 1 person.
And then bring it down again.
Yeah, maybe cut it down, like, so it's, like, 3/4 of that, and then just, like, add, like, more, like, veggies and stuff to it, or, like...
Okay.
Or even if, like, you don't have vegetables with it, just, like have a salad with it or something. So you've got like to say if you can have like a tuna pasta or something, have that with like a side of salad or something. That way you're getting like your greens in somewhere.
Right. Okay. So, right. Okay. So just on my diet and stuff. Yeah. Apologies for looking at my phone. Then I was. I've put the screen on. I'm conscious that the battery's running out because we've had this before when we've done chats and stuff.
I completely forgot to keep an eye on the red light.
Oh no! Yeah. Well, I know. That's why I kept looking at it and stuff. It was fine. Kept checking the phone, making sure and stuff. Well, I really appreciate your time today. But the sort of the one final thing before we get into the sort of 5 random questions is what's next for you now? I know you've passed your course. You're still working in a famous supermarket in the UK. But like, so what's in there? That wasn't a knock at all. But like, what's the next step? You know,
it's a rubbish job.
It's a job. You know, some people.
It's true. You gotta pay your way, haven't you? I suppose. Yeah. So yeah, hopefully, because you were saying like it can take 6 weeks plus for you to get like your hard copy of your certificates. Yeah. So I'm hoping I can get like an email confirmation come through, prior to that, just so I can start like applying for jobs.
Yeah. So I think that's what I'm kind of getting at. Like.
So I'm just gonna like apply for like local gyms and stuff, because there's 2 or 3 by ours, and then there's like a few like in Ormskirk where I work now, so I don't mind like doing the travelling and stuff. I'd say long-term goal is, I've spoken to Adam about this as well, I want to try and train in a gym for like 3-4 years, like build like my fan base up, so if you will.
Yeah.
And then
clients.
Yeah, like just like your clients and telling stuff, and then from there, like Adam was saying, like he's always open to take on trainers, but like rather than him pay your wage, you just pay him rent to rent out his facility and stuff, and then maybe do that way. I can like, I'm not like, so I'd go freelance, but like that way I'm like not under the chain of like having to teach. So it's like my biggest fear going into this is having to teach classes. I don't like. I don't mind talking in front of people, but I don't like. If there's like 30 people in this room now, everyone was mingling, I'd be fine. But the second everyone was like looking at me, as if we were doing this now, and there's like 30 people behind the camera.
Yeah.
I'd be bricking it.
Well, when I did the teaching thing, I was exactly the same. I'd never stood in front of like, I think there was like 36 students.
Yeah, I remember.
I'd never done that, and I was like papping it, and you kind of get in there. But once you get into the swing of it,
yeah, I imagine like the more you do it, obviously the more comfortable you get. But like,
I think the way I looked at it when I was doing that one, it was something that my friend John, who was the teacher, he's the teacher, I should say. He said like you got to think they know nothing. Like you're the professional.
Yeah.
Like you're coming in with your experience and teaching them your skills and experience. Like they don't really know anything. They're there to learn. So I guess if you took on clients and stuff, they're a way of sort of feeling more comfortable about it is that they're looking for you to pass on your advice.
Yeah. So
you just got to be honest with them and tell them.
So another reason why I want to do like the whole freelance thing in the long run is so I can like be like I can teach. Obviously with Adam's. Like, for say if I was going to do this facility, I can teach, like, the circuit training and boot camps that I enjoy teaching, or I enjoy doing, if you will.
Yeah.
And then I can, like, have my own freedom to teach what I want when I want, if that makes sense.
Yeah, no, I get
obviously,
that.
as well as including, like, one-to-ones or, like, group PTs and stuff.
Yeah.
But what Adam said was, like, when you go into a room, you just put on, like, a mask, so you sort of like a persona, like I was like, so like he was like, you could walk into a class and just say you're gonna do like a circuit training, like, all right guys, you're gonna do 30-second like sections, we're gonna go around once, rest, go back around again, rest. So you'd be like sledge pull, like burpee, push up, mountain climbers, boom boom boom, just blast it out, and then just get it out verbally as quick as you can, like explaining it like in the most simplest way, that way, because everyone knows what they're going to be doing, like exercise wise, because they've done it before. Then all you've got to do is then be like just like not like pull anyone out and like put them in a spot, but like say if like you're struggling like with like your sledge push, just being like just give them a bit of motivation, like come on Jay, like just keep pushing.
Come on, do it now. Push it, dig deep. Bang, pick up the squat, let's go. That's my mask. I always do accents. Sometimes I do accents to help people. Not very good at that.
I've tried doing accents and it just sounds like the way I'm speaking now, so it just doesn't happen.
See, speaking of masks and stuff like, but like when we did the Christmas workout and stuff, there was nothing more. I'm not confident in myself normally. Like doing this is quite a hard thing to sort of sit on camera and whatever. But doing the Christmas stuff, I was dressed as Santa, and I was just beasting. I was like, come on, the elves! And there was like this thing just took over, and you kind of get a comfort thing. I think
it's probably
you just need to take that and like find that in you, and then when you're teaching your classes, just that don't go ho ho ho, let's do some rows. I mean, you can do, but that's ours. It's trademarked. You can't take it.
Yeah. But yeah, like I think that's what it is, because like obviously the more you do it, the more like your confidence is going to boost.
Yeah, 100%. Yeah.
But it's just like a learning curve. Like obviously, like Adam was saying, like you could just go into a gym and like request to just be like a one-on-one PT. That might be like your specialty. But he was like just pushing yourself and like forcing yourself into those situations where you feel uncomfortable will then benefit you like in the long run.
Cool.
So I take it all on board, but like obviously like saying you're going to do it and doing it is like the two like completely different things, but only time will tell, I suppose.
Yeah, indeed. So in a nutshell, 5 years time, you want to be working with someone like Adam in your own, and running your own classes and stuff, but you're going to build up and do some training in gyms.
Yeah,
get some experience.
Yeah, just like get myself out, like get myself known.
Yeah.
Build like a little community around like not around me, but like of people who like want to train with me. So.
Yeah.
And then
and you want to sort of get a bit of a reputation. Because if you're nice with 10 people, they might recommend 3 people, and then suddenly you've got 8 people, and then they recommend people. And then
like another thing I want to do as well is like a lot of only because I've seen it like in my gym, like you never see like I don't want to like discriminate or anything, but like if you see someone with like learning difficulties or something, you never like see them in a gym, if that makes sense. It's always like people who like want to be there. So I'd like to be like a type of trainer who like helps people with like different disabilities, like feel like just feel more confident in themselves, like just make them feel comfortable being like in an environment where like they don't like not like they don't belong there, but like where they might feel they don't belong.
Feel like they're included. They want to be included. It's worth pointing out. Obviously, like you've worked with disabled people before, so that's sort of an admirable thing.
Yeah, so like that's why I'd want to do it, because like when I first went in the gym, I was like, oh, it's just gonna be like a bunch of meatheads who like.
Yeah, I think everybody has that who's not confident.
But then so I'd just like to, because like obviously like what Adam's done for me as well is like he's like brought me out of my comfort zone as well and stuff. So like he's like helped me like boost like a lot of confidence. So I want to like sort of project what he's projected on me onto like other people and stuff. So
well, just to round it off and stuff, I'll tell you a little story of it. The quick story. When I was in the gym, and when I used to go to the gym, there was a lad in there and with Down syndrome, and was with his carer. His carer had obviously kind of come with him, take him to the gym, and like, I don't want to be harsh, but basically the personal trainers in that gym just didn't want to it's not that they didn't want, they were helping the lad do stuff, but you could kind of tell they were like, it was almost like, I'm trying to say this in a nice way, and I'm not pissing anybody off, but they were like, sort of, you could tell that they were just like, oh, this person's disabled, I don't need to make much of an effort with them.
Yeah, like just like half. Like,
they're sort of like, just do that, and he was just doing like normal stuff. And like his carer, it really wound me up, because like, I think if it was me or it was you and we were like helping somebody out with learning difficulties in the gym, we would get involved, and this carer was just sat on the phone, sat on the equipment next to it, and I'm just like
if it was me, like, even if I wasn't like a personal trainer, or like if I was like doing care work and stuff, and like my like the person I was looking after was like, I want to go to the gym today, I'd like, obviously like if I knew nothing, I'd be like, well, what do you want to train? And I just like look up a YouTube video, and then maybe like
adapt it for
just watch it like once or twice. Obviously I don't watch the whole thing, just watch like the exercise, how it's performed, and then like go in, and I do it as well. That way they don't just feel like this person's like babysitting me, it's like they're getting involved as well. Like,
one thing, if
you want to go swimming or something, then go swimming with them and stuff.
One thing I think you should do, you should adapt. I don't know if Adam does this, I've seen stuff on Instagram, but you should film people as well if they're willing. And then you can, at the end of the set, you can take them to one side and be like, look, this is what you were doing, this is the squat you were doing, your form wasn't particularly good here, because Wayne did that with me with a couple of exercises, and I was like, oh shit, yeah, like I'm completely doing that wrong. I mean, I don't know if I'm doing it right or wrong. And it was just like, all right, I'm doing it. So I think doing that's a really good thing. Like, I mean, I don't know, like I said, I don't know if Adam does that, but like, you could just film somebody in a set, and then you can kind of show them, or if you're like, oh, I think you're doing that wrong, and the best way to sort of, because some people like myself, we require a bit of a visual to kind of do it stuff.
It does help. Like, I don't think he does that. I know he films like certain people doing like certain things. But like, just for example, like last Friday we train on a Friday. So last Friday we were doing like front squats with kettlebells. So you had to hold them up. And when we were going down, it was like the last set, but like when we were going down, I could feel my arms starting to, because obviously you got the weight of the bells on you, and it like one of them like sort of rolled off my arm, and he was like, keep your arms up, chest up, like that sort of thing. So he'll always correct you, even if it's like even if it's like the tiniest things. So say if like we're doing deadlifts, he's like, he's like, keep your heels planted toe. So I'm like, all right. It's like you might think like I'm doing the exercise, but you can see your entire body, so you can see like if like the slightest thing's off, and he's like, just arrange like like posture and stuff this way and stuff. So
no, that's cool.
But it's like criticism, but it's like good criticism, because it's to prevent you from like injuring yourself.
Exactly. And you know you're paying somebody 20-30 quid an hour at some places and stuff. There's people that follow us in Wales, and I think they're about that. You know, you want your money's worth. You want to make sure that you're doing it right.
Because obviously, like, between sets and stuff, we'll have a laugh. Like, we'll talk about like movies or like just life and stuff. But like, as soon as it comes down to like exercise and like
you're on it.
Like, we could be like in the middle of a conversation. I'd be like, all right, so like next set.
Yeah, I noticed that.
And then it would just be like complete silence.
Beast out.
Just beasting out. He's obviously like counting your reps for you, like monitoring you. And as soon as like rest, you just crack back on with your conversation.
Yeah.
So
sweet, cool. Well, thanks for the chat.
That's
So
right.
now comes the that's hopefully the fun part, and we'll ask some questions now. Obviously I'm alone, I'm solo here, but I don't have any seconds. I was messing with my phone because I've got some questions on my phone.
Yeah.
That were asked today. I'm not quite figured out the get another camera in kind of thing or Skype in, but I filmed Chappers today. We actually 5 questions.
You could always do it where like you like pop up in the corner like.
That's what I'm gonna do.
Sort of thing.
Yeah, yes, that's what I'm gonna do. In the edit, I'll either do the pop up in the corner or I'll
just have
full screen kind of thing, so I can kind of edit it better, and that's how I'm kind of thinking anyway. So I thought what we'd do is we'll do the 5 questions like we kind of did with the CPW chats.
Okay.
So yeah, the first one is from Chappers. Chappers is going to ask question 1, 3, and 5. So the first one's from Chappers.
Okay.
So let's throw it over to Chappers now and see what the first question is. Over to you, Chappers.
Hi Tony, welcome to CPW. A couple of questions from myself. So, question 1. If you were going to have a cheat day, what cheat food would you prefer? Mine's cake. What's yours?
Cheers, Chappers. Question 1.
Alright, so for cheat food, I love sausage rolls.
Sausage rolls.
Yeah, I love sausage rolls. So like you know those like little mini snack ones.
Oh
They got like 25 in a pack.
Oh yeah, he's cooking.
Well, every time we go to the cinema, like I'll buy 2 packs of them, and they'll be gone before the film even starts.
Right.
So I'd say them, and then it's not really a cheap meal, but I love Reese's Pieces.
Oh yeah.
So I could like.
That reminds me.
Reminds
me. I've got a Reese's Pieces in there for you that we got you for Christmas, and then it was in the code. We forgot it. They're like Reese's Pieces Christmas trees. I'll have to give you them before we leave.
So
sausage rolls is your savoury, and Reese's Pieces is your sweet.
Yeah, but like I'd say like overall cheat meal. I don't know if it's like really a cheat meal, but like, I love pizza. It's because you can have like anything on it. And it's
sausage rolls and Reese's Pieces pizza.
Mate, that'd be boss.
How good would that actually think about that? Chopped up on one side and the other half just like melted. But like instead of like tomato sauce, you've got Reese's peanut butter.
Like
but
spread.
The spread, and then just like loads of like the Smartie ones on top.
I'm like that disgusting person who will actually eat that. Like I'll
just
give it a go.
Mate, you know me, I'm with you on that one. Yeah, 100% with you on that one.
Yeah, so like they're probably like my 3. So like sausage rolls, Reese's Pieces, and then any
flavour pizza.
Apart from like pineapple, that's just wrong.
What is people with that? I absolutely love ham and pineapple pizzas.
No, that's wrong.
Is it wrong? Oh, man, I don't know about that.
I mean, I think so. If you like it, more power to you.
Yeah, man. Well,
like, yeah. It's just not for me.
Well, fair enough. So, question number 2 comes from a good friend of yours, Adam, at the PT unit in Skelmersdale.
Oh, wow.
Then there was a technical issue before of when you walked in, and he'd sent a video, and that's why I was asking if you can record your screen. So I was going to splice the video in here. Okay. Sorry, Adam, but apparently you can only watch the video once if someone sends you an Instagram message, unless you set it at some replay thing. So sadly, I can't splice Adam in. But I asked him again. He's busy at the minute doing it.
You can just put like you know those big like cardboard cutouts. You get just like Photoshop him.
What's a blue screen? I'll try and blue screen a picture of him and be like, I'll get a picture of him so you can see what he looks like and I'll put it there. But so basically, Adam asks us question 2. If you're on a desert island and you could only have one of the following things to live off or live with, what would they be? So one of the following things.
Okay.
Food, drink, video games, movie, or a piece of gym equipment. And he says, cheers. Thanks, Adam.
Yeah, it does sound like an Adam question, to be honest. I don't know, I can't really live without any of them.
Yeah, no, that's probably why he's asking you. It was similar to a question that we were going to ask.
Alright, so I'd say, just like out of like...
one of those things.
Like practicality wise, I'd probably say like drink, because you can... Yeah, I'd say like, it's like, for a desert island, you can like make a fire and it's boil water and it's like, keep yourself fed on water because it does fill you up.
So you wouldn't need drink then, would you? Because you get the water from the ocean.
That's true.
You could boil it. Well, I don't know how you do that because it was still salt water. You can make a solar still.
Yeah, I suppose so. Was it? Yeah, so... Yeah, I'll still stick with that. I'll stick with water.
Water. Just water. You wouldn't take like Iron Brew or a Coke or something or beer. Chappers take Moretti, he loves Mary. That was one of his questions.
I
Answers.
mean, my go-to like alcoholic beverages Guinness. I do like Guinness.
Okay, yeah, right, okay. See, we were a bit
So
like.
I'll go with drink.
Okay, right. We were a bit kinder with our Desert Island questions because we were like, you can have 3 things.
Right.
Whereas Adam's like, no mate, you're only having one.
Adam's brutal.
Is he brutal? Right, okay.
He's lovely though, but like, yeah.
He's brutal.
Yeah.
Can't wait to have him on. What is that something?
You'll understand that reference.
Right, okay. I was just like, what the hell is that all about?
Yeah, you'll understand.
Right, okay. So, yeah.
When he's on it, you can ask him about it.
Right, okay. So, question 3 again comes from Chappers, so we'll throw you over to Chappers. Oh, we do Chappers? Question 3.
Hi, Tony again. Question 3. If you actually won the lottery, what are the first 5 things that you would buy?
Cheers, Chappers. Thank you very much.
Okay, so
lottery, first 5 things you'd do with money. Like, what would you spend it on? What were the first 5 things you spend it on, or would you donate money or anything like that?
Alright, so if I had like enough money to like last forever.
Let's put a number on it.
Okay.
10 million. You won £10 million on the lottery.
Right. Well, just out of like
First 5 things.
Like, so out of kindness, I'd probably like pay off like family's debt and stuff, and then
Right.
like obviously as you've like rent, you've bought this house, I'd like pay that off. I'd just pay off everything for you.
So you clear your family's debts.
I'd sort my family out.
Yeah, sort your family out.
I would.
It's very nice of you, by the way. Thanks so much.
I would buy the car from Ghostbusters.
Get to 1. Wow,
Yeah,
classic.
I would get that.
Yeah.
I would get. I'd probably sort myself. I'd probably buy myself like a nice house, like not like a mansion, but like I've always wanted to live like on like a ranch or something, and have like horses and stuff. So I think that'd be quite cool.
Yeah.
Right, so screw you guys. I've settled yous. I'd set myself up with like a proper man cave. So I got like I've always wanted like I love like just like
Nerds
pop culture stuff and all that.
Yeah.
So the way everyone's always like, oh, I want like the Justice League suits, like all lined up and stuff.
Yeah.
Screw that crap. I'd have like the Ghostbusters suit, like the Back to the Future, like the Marty wears. I'd just buy like replica, like stuff like that.
See, like
So
that's the 4th thing. You make a man cave,
Yeah.
but I kind of feel like you kind of like you've
Yeah.
that's more than 5.
Right, so
that's more than one thing.
Right, so take away the man cave then. So like sort myself out that I would then I'll have like the Ghostbusters cars. That's just boss.
Yeah.
Just to keep it with like stuff that I love, I'd probably buy myself a decent drum kit because I want to start playing drums again.
Sweet.
And then
Number 5.
like I've always I love anything to do with like anime and like Japan and stuff.
Right.
So I'd like to buy screw that one. As I said, buy a place. I don't know. I'd like to invest money in like partnership with like. Right, because it's like one of my favourite animes. I'd like to like invest money in like Dragon Ball Z. That way, I am.
You become a shareholder from Dragon Ball Z.
Yeah, just because like.
Fair enough.
Just because like, and then I can get like free statues from them as well.
That's very true. Yeah.
To go into my man cave.
Yeah. So 5 things: settle debts.
Yeah.
But you treat yourself.
Yeah.
Let's say you probably buy yourself a house, right?
Yeah.
You buy the Ecto 1 car, the Ecto 1.
That could be my first car as well.
Your first car as well, yeah.
And last car.
Oh, yeah, probably last car. What was number 4 again?
Buy a drum kit.
Buy the drum kit, and then number 5 is invest some of your money into shares of Dragon Ball Z.
Yeah.
Sweet.
No, I'll just buy Dragon Ball.
You just buy Dragon Ball Z,
It makes loads of money, so let's make it all back.
Right. Fair enough. That's good. That's good. Great question.
My second car of choice would be the DeLorean from Back to the Future.
Right, okay, so it's all these bloody pop cultures.
Oh yeah.
From movies that you weren't even born.
They're the best films.
They are actually. The 80s films are the best.
Yeah.
Yeah. So okay. So question 4. Go on, quick answer for these ones now. So these are quick 5 questions. Question 4 is from me, and it is: what can you tell us the most embarrassing story between me and you from when you were a child?
Oh yeah.
And I know where it's going to go, and
Alright, so Jay was like, Jay must have been about like 16 or like 15, 16.
Is this the wrestling one?
Yeah.
You're right,
like,
yeah. So I was a bit younger than that. I think I was in full-blown puberty at this point.
Yeah, so yeah, you must have been like, it was in like the peak of puberty, like sweating.
Don't swear.
Sorry.
Sorry.
My apologies. So, because me and Jay watched a lot of wrestling growing up, we were like wrestling in his room and like doing like power bombs and stuff. And somehow we ended up like on our like landing, and he thought it'd be a good idea. Like we had just woke up as well, to put my face in his armpit, to his sweaty
Pubescent.
like armpit hair went like in my mouth, and I have a really bad like, gag reflex anyway. I just brush my teeth sometimes, triggers it. It hit me, and I projectile vomited like all up the wall, like all over the carpet, banister. Like, it was everywhere, and then like.
That's what Big Brothers are meant to do, though.
I mean, yeah. Like, looking back, like, and it's probably like one of my favourite stories to tell.
Yeah.
But in the moment, like I thought I was gonna die just from like the constant like vomiting and stuff.
Yeah, it was. I was pretty sweaty, pretty horrific mid puberty.
But I never got the chance to return the favour just because.
You can do when I'm old and I'm like decrepit and on the bed and I'm about to pass away or something. You can come in and just go, Jay, be in the gym.
It's time.
I'd be like.
That can be the way you go out.
Yeah,
just
man.
Armpits in the mouth.
Do you remember that? Right? I always said that if I'm ever on my deathbed and you're all stood around me, and the way I go out is I'd just be like, "Go, Tony, put my finger."
Oh yeah, you just like fart or something. Yeah.
Yeah. So yeah, that was a good story. I thought I'd throw that in. I thought you might want to like a little bit of fun on that one.
I didn't think you'd do that though, because like we both embarrassed ourselves of like you nearly pooing yourself, me basically pooing myself.
Hey mate, we're all humans. Pooing and vomiting, it happens to the best of us. The battery is critically low here on the GoPro, so we'll find off. It's the last question from Chappers. We'll throw it over to the last question, Chappers. So Chappers, over to you for the last question, mate.
Hiya Tony. Question 5. Stand or sit?
Cheers, Chappers. Thanks for that question. Thank you very much. So
I'm assuming he means when you go for like a wheelie.
He left that open to you, mate.
Alright, I mean, if it's first thing in the morning, I'll sit just because I used to have a morning poo, so.
Right, okay.
Like,
brilliant.
But if it's like during the day, I usually just stand up.
Okay, that's brilliant, yeah. I tend to sit a lot because
I try and avoid sitting just because I usually take my phone with me and I'll be in there for like an hour
on
YouTube and stuff.
Yeah, good old. Or you'd be watching CPW. That's what you'd be doing. Flicking through CPW and checking them out. Yeah. Well, that's great. Thank you very much, and cheers, Chappers, for doing those videos today, and thank you very much to Adam at the PT unit Skelmersdale for asking that one question. Sorry about the technical issues and not getting your video in here, but thank you very much
You
for
can
that.
just edit him in like in the
Oh, yeah, I'll put like a ghostly Jesus figure up in the background here or something. Maybe I'll have a little go with that. But yeah, so I just want to thank Tony again for agreeing to come and be our first guest on the KerbSide chat. I hope you've had a good time.
Yeah, I've enjoyed it.
Yeah, good, nice one. And hopefully we've answered some good questions and give a bit of insight into him. And
I hope there's like that moment where like it's just like the like slow down.
Oh, you want me to do a slow-mo?
Yeah.
I'll try and find a perfect spot and do a slow-mo and stuff. But yeah, so it gives me some time. It's not coming out until mid-February. But
that's cool.
Yeah, so but anyway, well, we hope you had a good time to chat and hope you found it entertaining and informative and motivational and stuff. If you want to follow Tony on Instagram, what are you with Instagram?
It's T-Wilco94.
I think it's T.Wilco94. T.Wilco94. I'll put it in.
Yeah.
Put it in there. There you go. Do you want to do it? Oh, nice. Go put it in there. So go give him a follow. He occasionally posts some stuff and working out and stuff. Hopefully we'll get you in and actually do some workouts with us in the future and stuff.
Yeah, it'd be so if we can do something,
Yeah, well, we're going to do that and we'll hopefully get Adam involved as well at some point next week. The next Multistory KerbSide chat will be featuring Sean, and we'll be having a good chat with him about climbing and exercise and what motivates him to sort of keep fit and his dietary and requirements and life and stuff like that. So hopefully you'll find that interesting, but that'll be coming next in the next KerbSide chat. But in the meantime, we hope you have a wonderful time and you've doing lots of nice workouts and get them on Instagram, share them with us and like our stuff and follow our stuff and give us some recommendations or pointers if you want to see something in particular. But in the meantime, down here we'll throw you to KerbSide chat with Wayne And over here, we'll throw you to the workout that we did, me and Chappers did, sort of Mr. Motivator style over here. Click the globe to subscribe, and we appreciate all the subscribers we get. Hit the bell for notifications so you can get obviously a notification when the next YouTube video comes on.
Yeah.
Thanks again, Tony, for coming on.
Cheers for
and we'll see you next time, guys. All the best. Take care. Enjoy your workouts.